Welcome back to BalaCore Fitness Studio here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We're talking about BalaCore Fitness Studio today, kind of welcoming you in the door. This is what we do. You should come try us. You can come try us for a free week, which you have nothing to lose, do you? I mean, just come in and try all the different instructors, all the different classes that we have available, and really find out. You might really attach and really like one instructor more than the other, and we welcome that. Because that's just, that's what it's about, is finding someone you can connect with that basically gives you the kind of class and instruction that you need.
Well, the other thing about BalaCore Fitness is you want to feel exhausted when you're done with the class, but the connections that you make, because our gym, people come in there not knowing people, and you go, and myself included, you go to a big box gym and it's hard to meet people, and that you're working out with, you kind of start to click. But with our gym, all these people are just like becoming friends now. And it's just like a natural, organic mix of all the people, guys and girls. It's just because you have a common bond and everyone's bodies are changing that they're all becoming friends. And that's a pretty cool thing about our gym, that a person will just walk in not knowing anybody.
And every now and then we'll have like a BalaCore night out, which we had one a couple of weeks ago, and it was so much fun. We all got to bond, and people that never even said hi to each other before were walking in the door now hugging each other. It was really fun to see that, to see the changes. Because sometimes when you're in working out and someone that's always running in late, you really don't get a chance, because you're not talking while the class is going on. Although I do have to say we do have a few of those. Some people, when the higher their endorphins get, the more the mouth goes. I mean, it's just the way they're made. And that's why in our classes, I'm not going to say nobody's allowed to talk, because some people just can't help themselves. As soon as the endorphins go, so does the mouth. It just goes one with the other. Luckily, and normally now, those people know to kind of put themselves in the back of the class. But even if they're in the front, whatever, we can teach around them. That's why I have a headphone and a speaker. So,
hello, this is Danny Lou. I'm one of them. Because when my class starts, I am doing it. And I always kind of laugh because the girls in the front are just doing their class. They're doing it. They're working hard. And some of the guys will be like, oh, my gosh, oh, whew. And we stand up, we move around, and the girls are just sitting there, hey, this is cool. We're all good. And then, and it's just very funny how guys and girls actually act different sometimes in classes, where they're just trying to recoup that 8 seconds between the classes, just relaxing. Us guys were standing up, walking around like, whoo, like we just conquered something. And, it's just a different mechanism of releasing our energies.
We have one girl that does that. Yeah. But then, what I noticed is, because this is a guy and a girl observation, men and women observation. Women, if you look at our weights, they're like scattered all about, just like all mixed in. Men, their weights are perfectly stacked right there in front of them, no matter how hard that we're working. Isn't that funny? And then I always comment about that, because I just find it so fascinating, that difference. And then a friend, one of our members, brought her son, who was 13 years old. And yes, we do let you work out next to your son or daughter, because I think that's really important and a great bonding time. And she just brought all her weights over and dumped them on the ground. She looked over and his were stacked perfectly. She said, oh my gosh.
At 13?
It starts at 13, So I see that's the difference between men and women. Men seem to be a little bit more noisy, right? Women can be more talky, but men are more noisy, grunting, throwing, dropping. Women are a little bit more controlled and quiet. They definitely are throughout the class. So it's just, everyone has a different personality, but you're supposed to have a different personality when you're working out, because even though I'm up there and I'm explaining and guiding you, it's your workout. So I want you to be able to be working at, be who you are, authentically who you are. And that's, sometimes we don't do that enough. And at my studio, that's what I want you to do. When you walk in the door, we're a huggy place. Everyone gets a hug. We don't care. We're used to sweaty hugs. It's so cute on the end. If you go to hug someone, I'm sweaty. It's like, that's okay. We give sweaty hugs all the time. They don't matter. And we're very open with our members, and we want to get to know who you are and develop relationships and friendships with you, and work with your nutrition if you need it. A lot of people might not want to get involved with nutrition right away. They want to start the exercise first and go to nutrition second, because that's just too much change all at once, and I totally understand that. But when you're ready for nutrition, I have it ready to go for you, and it isn't throw everything into the computer and it pops out. It's you and I talking and working back and forth for a couple weeks to find out what is going to work for you, for the times available that you have to eat. When do you work? Do you not work? Are you home all day with the kids? You sit down at night, every night with your husband for dinner. There's a lot of things that I have to take into consideration when I'm building a nutrition for you. So those are all really important parts of it. So I work with that, and that doesn't cost you any more money. just part of what it costs to go to our studio. We have, it's month by month. You pay month to month, reoccurring. You can give us 30 days and cancel. There's no initiation fee that we're going to tap on that you don't know about. There's no extra charges that we're going to tap on that you don't know about. What we tell you, you pay. That's what you pay.
And we have another option that some people that do go to other gyms but might have like a certain class they want to take at our gym or take one of Ellen's classes, and it's called a punch card. So it's like $200, and it only ends up being $10 a class. And when you come in, you just mark that you're on the punch card, and they come, and you can have your friends, other family members that are coming sporadically rather than the membership. They can do it with the value card, punch cards, and that's worked out good for many of our members as well.
So when we get back, we have to take a break here. When we get back, we're going to tell you how you can reach us, and gosh, come on by even today and tomorrow. Come for a free week. Why not?
Yep.
This is Danny Lou and Ellen Como on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. You are listening to BalaCore Fitness Show here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And we've been talking about the fitness studio, who I am, who Danny Lou is, who we both are at the studio. And I just want to give you all of our information. We are located at 23026 Soledad Canyon Road. We are across the street from Chi-Chi's Pizza, right next door to Preferred Glass. We are in the core of the city. Get it? BalaCore in the core of the city.
Ha ha.
Perfect.
I get it.
Right? I go.
That's
get
not
that?
even a corny joke. BalaCore knee. Bam.
And then our website, balacore.net, and our Facebook is BalaCore. So anything that you want to know on Facebook is BalaCore. And I believe our Twitter and I believe our Instagram is BalaCore Fitness. Is that terrible? I don't know what that is because I should. It's almost like knowing your own phone number. It's like, why do I have to know my own phone number? I call it every day. So if you want to reach us, you can reach us at 661-312-3130. You can come in for a free week. We have classes starting as early as 5:30 a.m. And we have classes that go till 6:30 at night. Next month, we're going to start later classes. And actually, after a year and a half of intense training with me and learning, Danny's going to be taking over 2 of his own classes.
I am.
Starting July 1st. So I'm very excited about that because Danny's going to be he is an amazing teacher instructor. Well, and a year and a half of teaching, actually probably longer than a year and a half learning from me. Almost 2 years, more than 2 years learning under me. So he's ready now to launch into his own, he put his own spin on it, his own style, and with the information and knowledge that I've taught him, and is going to be out on his own teaching classes. And he's got a great motivational style. So
Thank you.
People are going to love his classes. I know they are. And those are going to be what time at night, 7:30?
I think that's like Tuesday and Wednesday, like the 6:45 to 7:45.
Yeah, so later. So after work, you can come. And even in the heat, it's going to be a little cooler at night about that time, too. So if you're a heat person and don't like the heat very much, it's a great class for you. If you don't like the heat, the 5:30 a.m. class is a really good class for you as well. That's the class that Robin teaches. Our 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, our
the
circuit class is one of our, everybody loves that class. We have a circuit class set up today. I set it up to be only cardio and core. Did you notice that, Danny?
I noticed that, and they were like crying today when I was subbing for the class for Robin. Robin will be back tomorrow. She's on her way back. And they were dying. They were crying.
They were crying?
I said, Ellen did this on purpose, just so you all know right here. It was planned.
It was planned.
I know.
And I wanted a lot of core and a lot of cardio for them. So circuits sometimes can be really fun. And just because you're in a circuit class doesn't mean you can't plan out a great sequencing. There's always a method behind the madness whenever you plan a circuit class. You don't just throw a bunch of moves together. They're there for a reason. And today I really, really, really wanted to hit core and I wanted to hit cardio for our members. And so I'm glad they got that. And this afternoon we're going to have a circuit class, a 15-minute circuit, 15-minute cycle class, which is becoming a very hot favorite. And then kickboxing after that. Wow, what a hot class. So if you even want to come in today, if you've been sitting around wanting to get involved with fitness, wanting to change your life, not knowing where to go, wanting to make sure you can go to a place that will let you start at your ability, that you don't walk in and feel awkward because you can't do what everyone else is doing. If you want a studio that will work with you personally on your nutrition and really listen and care about what's going on, if you have injuries that you're walking in the door with, if you have all those things going on and you want to know where you can go and you don't want a very big, gigantic gym, ours is very small. It's a very, very humble little studio. But we use our space very wisely. The whole entire space is used just for our classes, only with just a little room for bathrooms. We have 2 bathrooms there.
And Ellen's forgetting that if you come in and you want to learn about the BalaCore, there is private training. So we do offer private training from all of our trainers.
Yep.
And they'll give you specialized classes and tailor them especially for you. But then most of the people that do private training then graduate and they feel comfortable going on to be in the class, and that's why it's a group-led class.
Right. Yeah, and then I do private training right now. I'm training 2 girls getting ready to go off to the Miss World competition and to Miss United States competition.
Pageant girls. They are the pageant
2
girls.
pageant girls, not what you think, sweet, wonderful, inside and out. My gosh, hard workers, like you can't believe. And one of them, her body changed so quickly that her clothing designer wanted to know how in 2 weeks, like, how did your body change in 2 weeks? She says, oh, it's my trainer. He's like, you got to give me your trainer's number from my other pageant girls. But we really changed in 2 weeks. I cannot believe how much we transformed her body. She is 19, I have to say that. So their bodies transform a little quicker. But in 2 weeks, what we did with her body was amazing. And she's getting ready to go off to Miss World. She leaves on Friday. And then our other Miss United States leaves on Monday. And they're both going back to Washington, D.C. to compete. So it's very, very exciting. So I love taking on privates and really teaching and transforming bodies. It's just my passion. And our other trainers, too. You can hire them personally. They love doing personal training. Class training is different. A lot more energy, a lot more just like out there. Personal is a little bit more private. You really get to know your trainer. It's a little bit more therapy and training at the same time. When you're 2 girls working together, sometimes especially you can get kind of distracted by bright, shiny objects. You got to keep it focused right back where it is. But we get a lot of work done in personal as well. So come by, give us a shot. You have 1 week. You've got nothing to lose but weight, and you've got nothing to gain but muscle. So come give us a try. And again, our phone number 661-312-3130. You can go on our Facebook, BalaCore, and look at our schedule. So I want to thank you guys for listening today. And stay out of the heat. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.